I didn't have much choice. It's set to rain all day. This evening's supposed to clear up and tomorrow's supposed to be nice. But I had to get out. Got some jobs to do in the woods, so I thought it'd be a nice excuse to camp out. Got a new bag to try out. I'll show you that later when it eventually stops raining. Don't get me wrong, it's nice. It sounds nice camping under a tarp in the rain, but just not filming. It's not good for the camera. I've already ruined the camera doing that. But I make the most of it. I'll get a fire going. But it's good practice, lighting fires in the rain, I guess. Good for techniques. I'm definitely a fair weather camper. Don't mind the snow. Love camping in the snow. The rain, it's not good for a filmmaker. But it does sound nice. Sound of rain on the top. I guess it's so relaxing. Well, the rain's eventually stopped. Well, it's getting a bit dark now, but it is set to stop tonight, and tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day. Just stops me from doing things. Say I've got jobs to do in the woods, so it needs to be dry. And it's not great filming in the rain. It's not good for the camera. So hopefully, the worst of the weather's gone. But I just thought I'd quickly show you my new bag. It's a Tasmanian Tiger Raid Pack 3. I've had my eye on this bag for a few years. Been using the Snug Pack Rocket Pack. It's a great bag, but just getting old and certain bits start to fail on it. But I want something that's slightly smaller. Because the thing is, you get a big bag, you just want to take everything with you. So with this bag, I'm limited to how much I can carry. So I really want to take the basics. I mean, there's still a lot in here, but hopefully I can reduce it down and take less and less into the woods. I mean, it's just for woodland camping, not for wild camping. Not for wild camping into the hills, but just for short walks into a woodland. Because it is a heavy bag on its own, never mind with all the equipment. But the reason I went with this is that you can access your sleep system from the base. On here I've got my axe. It's nicely carried at the front. got a dump pouch on the front, helping to carry in wild edibles and dry grass and any tinder. But it's the fact that you can access your sleep system from the front. You don't have to take all your kit out to get to it. So in here I've got my sleeping bag, my sleeping mat, mummy bag. But being a new bag, everything's still a bit stiff. The zips are tricky to open. I also needed big side pockets. So in here I've got my water bottles. I've got two 1 litre bottles on either side. There's room to carry the saw. It's got a big top compartment. Keep bits and pieces in there. I'm not sure why it opens this way. I don't know. I think I might have preferred it opening to the front. But this is not a review. It's just showing you the bag I've chosen, and I'll probably see what it's like in a few months' time. To access the top compartment, you've got a drawstring top there, so it keeps everything, well, I'm guessing slightly waterproof. No bag's waterproof, but it keeps everything dry. You can access all your equipment. Got another small pocket at the front, the first aid kit, but I've just got my knife in there. But first impressions, it seems like a nice bag. It's a heavy bag in itself, but it's got good, strong support for carrying. When you won't walk far in it, but it's good for a few mile walk. And my sleep system tonight's the Snugpat Ionosphere. It's a one-man tent. It's only small, low profile, but it's a good tent for this time of year. Just turned into spring, so it'll be a nice tent that tonight. Obviously, have the underneath a tarp just in case the rain comes back. But hopefully, it's going to be a dry night. I'll say a nice morning. And my nettle tea's been stewing for a while. And it should just be about perfect now. You're not supposed to boil it, you're supposed to put it in hot water, let it steep. But to me it's a true taste of spring. If you boil it too much, you lose all the vitamins and minerals. There's a lot of vitamin C in nettles. So I'll drink this, then get a fire going and get something to eat. Because the tinder and kindling in the wood's very wet, I went to create shavings from dry wood. So it's the wood inside, so it's nice and dry. Didn't think that was going to go then. Sometimes you just got to walk away from it, let it do its own thing. I do think meals for camping should be simple recipes. So I'm going to do bangers and mash. Just got some small potatoes. I'm just going to boil them until they're soft, mash them up. I'm going to cook some sausages and some gravy. Make bangers and mash and gravy. been a while since I've set this tent up, so it might take me more than one attempt. I'm going to put it under the ridge line just in case it rains again tonight. At least I can have the tarp over the top. This is the inner tent up. Bigger than I remember. Yeah, it's not a bad size. In the summer you could just use this as a summer tent. So just for a fly net, keep the insects away from you. But I've put the outer on there. I haven't brought as many tent pegs as I thought, so I have to fashion some out of wood. But yeah, I think I'll need the outer on tonight. Yeah, as I remember from last time, the outer's not a great fit for the inner. I mean, I'm going to use a tarp if it rains. And I'm sure the water will drip off, keep away from the inner, but there's a few places where it overlaps. But yeah, I think it'll do me for tonight. So I'll get the air mat and my sleeping bag, get in there and get it all ready. Yeah, this is what I liked about this bag. It's got a compartment at the bottom you can access all your sleeping gear. So I've got my sleeping mat, a sleeping bag, my silk mummy sleeping bag liner. So I'll get them set up so the bag can loft up, get it ready for tonight. Just move the fire away from the tent. I'm just try and get this going again. This is just a piece of alder I've drilled through. Used a hot tent peg to burn a hole through, get rid of the pith. And use the same hot tent peg to scorch the pattern on around the edge. But it's a useful piece of equipment, this. I use it quite a lot. It's a typical one-man tent. Enough room for me. I've got my new bag down at the bottom there. Might have to adjust it later on when I'm actually in the tent. Yeah, be nice and cosy tonight. I got up as usual, went for my early morning walk, about 5:30, and the moon was still out. Saw a deer, got some footage of the deer. But it must have been colder than I thought, because I threw some small patches of ice in the woods. But I was fine in the tent. Nice warm night in the tent. It helps to have a good sleeping bag. But it is a glorified bivvy bag really. There's no room for sitting up. Had a few comedy moments, trying to get ready for bed. Getting in the sleeping bag and getting changed. You know, it's just enough room for your bag and for laying that straight out. It turned out to be a nice morning. This is my type of camping. You know, that camping in the rain. This is what I like. Gives me time to explore, get out and see the wildlife. The birds are singing, the birds are happy. I'm happy. I'm all packed away, the fire's out, left no trace. I'd say first time I used this bag, I'm pretty impressed. I think it's exactly what I need for woodland wild camps. Only time will tell, give it a few more outings. My plan is now go to the other side of the wood. I've opened up a little bit of space. The only thing is, brambles have started to grow up. So before the spring flowers come out, I'm going to clear it all out. So I'll spend a few hours cleaning that up. I like using this brush hook. Be more careful with things you cut down. Instead of blindly cutting everything down, you can just target the brambles and leave the saplings alone. So I think that's about it. Giving it a haircut more than a shave. I'll have to keep coming back and taking the tops off. You just open it up for the spring flowers to come through. I've taken off the plastic netting around the hazel saplings. These were coppiced about 5 or 6 years ago. I protected them with some plastic fence, but it did more harm than good. And the branches were growing through it, so that's all gone now. I've taken that away. I can use that again, recycle that. I want to leave dead hedges around the perimeter so the brambles can grow up there and give birds a place to nest in. And dead wood. Nice habitats there. think that's about me done. Yeah, it's nice open glade this. Look nice in the spring.